My advice to Mavado concerning his son, Dante, if I was Mavado, yes, you have your children, you love them to death. But when you have a child who has gone into the prison system, I call it, yes, spent 7 years, and he wasn't scared straight. Nothing scared him. He came home, and this is just my opinion. It seems to me uh, he made a name for himself in the street, and he's now maybe in charge of maybe a gang, or he had some kind of an organization. Well, you get what I'm saying. He's in the street. Is he a don? What is really going on with this kid? It's alleged that he had a fight with his father and that he beat his father up. Now, I am not really going for that. I truly don't believe that. And if that is true, he's doomed for life. Never you hit your parents. You should swear at your parents, treat them poorly. The Bible tells you to honor your parents. Yes, it also says parents should not provoke their children to wrath. Well, I don't really think Mavado was provoking him. He's probably just trying to set him straight. Because unless Dante has a lot of money, since he's came home, maybe the monies his father has been supporting him with, I'm sure he was supporting him. Hopefully he was saving it, because here he's going to need a lawyer or two. And if he has no money, then Mavado is going to have to foot the bill. When we were growing up as children, my parents, and it wasn't just my parents, there were parents back in the 60s and 70s that will tell you, if you get yourself in trouble, don't call them. Don't call them. Or else you're going to call your child or teenager or whatever. But yes, and they were serious about that. Just serious as a heart attack. You get yourself a legal aid lawyer, maybe another relative would maybe help out with the whole thing, but your parents just wash their hands of the whole thing, especially if you're a child who doesn't listen. You have a mind of your own. You do your own thing. You cut classes. You do all these things. You follow friends. Yeah, this kid really need to learn a lesson. I think my brother should just let him just go through the system again, and let them do whatever it is. Let the government just do what they want to do with him. It sounds really cold for me to talk this way, or heartless. But yes, if he went to prison, spent 7 years among thieves and murderers and God knows who else, and he came home and didn't say, well, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to learn a trade, I'm going to get a job. If he wasn't thinking along those lines, like I said yesterday, he probably came home, hardcore, harder than he was when he went in. He was just a child. How hard could he have been? But yeah, I truly hope Mavado will just focus on his career, focus on his upcoming shows. Give a hand if he can. Yes, it's his child. But, I don't know if he gave him a warning. I don't really know what happened. But the day he came out of prison, along with the lawyer and everything, I believe Mavado should have done some kind of FaceTime or something, and, be really stern and let him know, if you get yourself in any more trouble, even though they're saying that his first conviction had something to do with his father, and something he did for his dad. And, I don't know the whole story, so I'm not going to go there. Mavado also, a lot of his songs, you see them brandishing all sorts of guns and rifles and what have you. So people are saying that, he's just living the life of what his father shows him. It's just a video, guys. It's just a video for a song, or, I guess that doesn't matter. Okay, so I guess we just have to face reality when it comes to this one. He will not be the first child to go through this, but as much as I don't care for a certain individual, because they forget about Vybz Kartel and kind of dish him dirt, only rallying around now because he's home and he has millions of dollars, can just, just throw at their feet. But his three boys, and it's not just those three. He does have another son up in New York City, and those mothers did very well with those boys. And I'm sure Vybz Kartel, with phone calls from prison or when they went to visit, he sat them down and he told them, listen to your mother, do the right thing, and so on and so forth. Don't end up where I am, that kind of talk that any parents who is incarcerated would, will have with their children, especially boy children. So yes, Kartel probably, he sang about gun songs. We know he mostly sing about sex, but yeah, kudos to the mothers, all the mothers who kept those children out of trouble. And Vybz Kartel is home and they're still behaving, they're still behaving, okay? The only thing, they might be singing songs similar to what their father's singing. I don't know for young men that they need to be singing all that, but whatever sells the music, I guess. Okay, moving right along, people. I heard a voice note from a gentleman on this whole Jaden Smith missing a 12-year-old boy in Jamaica. And the way he's telling the authorities or telling people, the location, of this child's, where this child's body can be found. I mean, was he a part of this? How does he know? He's really deep into details, How does he have all this information? That's Jamaica for you. That is Jamaica for you. He must be related to the person, responsible for Jaden death. By now, people are just thinking that he's dead. Hate to think that way, but yeah, this guy is giving details as to where to find him. And I hope they do find the body so there can be closure. And I also hope that he's still alive someplace. Yeah, wishful thinking, I'm sure. People are saying, Miss Beverly, by now, forget it. It's been this is the third week, going into a month. I don't really know what's going on with the authorities. I see them just go into people's homes, run out the mother, and go in and take the life of her son, throw him in the back of a truck and drive away. Just like that. So what's taking them so long to do the same with these family members of this child, included, and the principal? Yes, he seems as though he's involved, Yeah, just gather all of them together and take them in and charge them with something. I know it's not that easy. You need proof and all that, but yeah, something is wrong somewhere, and we all can see it. We know it. The only person trying to solve this this crime, it's a crime by now, are TikTokers. If you listen to them argue this whole thing, you would think that, they're in a room trying to make a decision whether or not someone is guilty or not guilty. TikTokers are really something else. And yes, they're all people. There are a couple of Caribbean people who will join in the chats. But yeah, our people are really something else. Yeah. They all should be, crime fighters or whatever you want to, or detectives. Yeah. They seem to have all the answers. Well, all jokes aside, guys, I really hope that they will locate this kid. And like I said, if he's unalive, just, give the family, his mother, and, give her closure, let her bury her child. But based on what the voice note was saying, the gentleman is saying don't expect to find anything but bones, his uniform, and his backpack. This guy knows a lot. Alrighty, it's the weekend. You enjoy your weekend, guys, and pray for Jamaica. I don't know if the storm has passed, but I see so many cars floating in the deep. People see water ahead of them and keep driving. Hello, why would you do that? So let's see. I saw them putting up sandbags and on the bank of gullies and rivers. They're trying the best that they can, I'm sure. And I saw one man, he was asked by an interviewer, "Sir, why do you have all these speaker boxes up and there's a storm coming?" He's out there with speaker box to play music, and he says when the storm gets here, the storm will just dance to the music. So, he's barbecuing or whatever, jerking, chicken, whatever. And, they in Jamaica, they don't take anything serious. Nothing. That's why for many years, I don't know if they still say that, but back in my younger days, they would always say Jamaica, no problem. There is no problem there, even though there is major problems. Anyway, like I said, have a great weekend, and thank you for watching. Subscribers, I thank you. If you're new here, please, I ask that you subscribe to my channel, share, like, and hit the notification button. Thank you and good night.